Hello everybody, I'm Brainy Diode, and I am back with another episode of A Hat in Time. Last time, we finished up the, what did we do? The lava cake last time. I literally just played it, so I don't know how I forgot. But this time, we are headed on to the Twilight Bell. This is my least favorite segment of Alpine Skyline. It's my least favorite level of my least favorite chapter, so you can bet I'll be doing some complaining here. But hopefully it won't be all bad. This one requires the Dweller Mask a lot, and it's going to go ahead and introduce us to that fact right at the beginning. So, given that this is kind of supposed to be the fourth chapter in the game, I don't really think it makes a ton of sense to have a segment that relies so much on the Dweller's Mask in the chapter literally right after the chapter when the Dweller's Mask was introduced that, you know, also relied largely on the Dweller Mask. Speaking of the Dweller Mask, why did I not just use it there instead of just instead of coming down all the way to the bottom? But, you know, it's because I am an idiot. That's why. So, as I was saying, it's just feels a little awkward to include a big Dweller Mask segment right after Subcon Forest. I mean, granted, we did have an interval in between with the Deadbird Studio, but this is supposed to be the fourth chapter, and Subcon Forest is supposed to be the third. So why include the Twilight Bell so soon after? I mean, this just honestly feels like a level that should be in Subcon Forest. Time to ring the Twilight Bell, though. Saw a couple more of those mushroom spores, or those flower spores, I guess. Flowers don't have spores. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, here we are on the Twilight Bell. We've been boofed into an alternate dimension. That's a new one. I've never used that word to refer to being transported to an alternate dimension before. I don't know where it came from. I just kind of... Those who know me in real life know that I just kind of invent a new catchphrase like every other week. It's fine. So you'll see here, we've got this red guy. The Dweller Mask has no effect inside the sphere that the red bell creates. So it does introduce a new mechanic that we haven't seen before, which is kind of interesting. But at the same time, I really just, you know, I feel like this could have been this feels like a Subcon Forest level, and it could have easily been a Subcon Forest level, and I'll be honest, I don't really understand why it wasn't. I guess just to shorten Subcon Forest a little bit. I'm warping into another version of reality just to kill you! One of my hints that I was doing this game as the Let's Play was that I said that while playing the game. So I figured if that's gonna be my hint, I should at least say it at some point during the Let's Play so people know what I'm talking about, because that was a pretty obscure hint. So, that's that type of enemy, the falling guy that you have to mask up to kill, is what prompted me to say, I'm phasing into another version of reality just to kill you. Except, I think the specific one I said it about was actually one in the last level, because there is one of those that you have to fight in the last level. But, we'll get to that later. We're obviously not quite at the last level yet. Right, let's head on this way. Now we've got some moving red guys. So here, if we fall down, we can come over here and grab a yarn. And the way you're supposed to do that is just activate the mask and go downward, but, you know, I'm too lame for that. I mean, I'm too cool. That's too lame for me. For once, I actually wanted to compliment myself instead of making a self-deprecating joke, and I completely failed at it. Good work, Brainy. So I said that I have a personal vendetta against this specific area, the Twilight Bell. And let me explain why I have a personal vendetta against the Twilight Bell. It's because, back when my second playthrough ever of this game, I did, as an attempt to see how, or what the fewest number of hat uses I could use to get through the game would be. So it was a little self-imposed challenge run. I just wanted to say what is the smallest number of hats that I can use to get through this level? There we go. Or not to get through the level, to get through the whole game. Not just one individual level. This area just completely screwed up that run so bad. And I think you can probably see why, because you need to use hats a lot in this area. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think all in all, I had, like 14 hat uses throughout the entire game, and over half were just in the Twilight Bell. Like, I seriously considered, just not counting my hat uses in the Twilight Bell, just because of how much you absolutely have to use them. Like, you've just got obstacles that you just can't get past any other way, as far as I can tell. Like that launch with the ice hat. And like a lot of... Oops, I'm not wearing the Dweller mask right now. A lot of other segments in the game had required me to get a little creative with how I dealt with them, but dear goodness, the Twilight Bell. Yay, a way forward. I don't have a key though. How do I get a key? Where do I get a key from? Yarg. Yargan Blargan. Whoops. So yeah, if anyone can, like, recommend me a minimum hat run of this game, if there is such a thing, that where the person playing it is, you know, actually good at the game and can figure out how to get through this with, to get through the Twilight Bell specifically with very few hats, I would love to see that. Because it would allow me to say, oh, it's not the Twilight Bell itself that I'm mad at, I'm just mad at myself for being so bad at this game. Because this game has quite a lot of movement options, as I'm sure you've been able to see. So I'm just honestly a little bit surprised that it feels so limiting here in the Twilight Bell, in terms of, like, ways to move forward and such. Alright, how the frick do I get the... How do I get over there? That's gotta be where the key... Oh. I am apparently blind. Cool. No! Okay, there we go. Right. Right, this is one that stays ringed until you unring it. Right. Now we have the key, so we can come over here. This is the way you're supposed to go up this bit, I'm sure. Not whatever the heck I was doing earlier. Anyway, we can ring these bells to get part of the way across this set of platforms. And we need the Dweller Mask for the very end of that little platforming segment. Because those are the type of bell, once again, that stay rung until you unring them. There's a random ghost goat over on that floating platform that, as far as I can tell, it is impossible to actually reach. But we're not concerning ourselves with random ghost goats. Actually, we're not concerning ourselves with the end of the level quite yet. Oh, no, that's an earlier part of the level. Never mind. I'll just grab these pawns, and then we will concern ourselves with the end of the level. I gotta admit, this is a lot shorter than I remembered, so I might just cut out my little outro from the last episode and my intro to this episode and just shove it in with the last episode, to be honest. What have I done? Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, that's probably not a bad plan. I'm probably gonna do that. Maybe. I'll see. Anyway, if I don't do that, I hope you guys are okay with 2 short-ish episodes in a row. Actually, you know what? No. I don't hope you're okay with 2 short-ish episodes in a row. We're gonna go do the, we are at 50 minutes on this timer. This is my 3rd episode being recorded in a row. No, it's my... No, it is the 3rd. I'm just losing track of absolutely everything. Yeah, I hope you guys are okay with 2 shorter episodes in a row. Because next time on A Hat in Time, we are going to remember how the heck to get to the windmill. Oh, there it is. We have remembered how the heck to get to the windmill, so we don't need to do that. Oh, that's fire. That's embarrassing. We are going to go to the windmill and get the last timepiece in Alpine Skyline. Not the last, the second to last. The last before the finale. So, I will see you then.